Good morning, folks. Welcome back. I think today we're going to jump into starting with an environment, and maybe we'll make a character if we have time at the end, but probably not. That's just normally how that goes. And I want to do that time honored tradition of sci-fi filmmaking, which is a black market area made out of sea cans, just because, I don't know, seems kind of fun. So let's go into it now. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just create some ground. We will delete the base cube because it's a tradition. And I don't know if I want to make it inside of a warehouse or just outside. So let's just start with a plane. We can change our mind later if we want to. And that's 2 meters. Let's go with 50 meters. So quite of a large area. We may not use it all, but that gives us some space. And then let's bring in some sea cans to start with and see what we can do with them. If you're unfamiliar with the term, a sea can is one of those shipping containers used everywhere. You make houses out of them, you make whatever. Sea can. So we'll bring in 3. So I wonder if Ian's has some. I thought Ian had some with I might not get any. There we are. Maybe not. I thought that may not have brought it across. He does have one, but no, that's fine. Let's get this out of the way too. We can easily use these 3 size ones. And these are great. Film loves to do this. And Snowpiercer had a whole train car made out of sea cans, which was silly because it was way too wide, but whatever. I'm going to bring them all to the center. But they let you very quickly create lanes and views of interest and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to grab the 3 and turn them so they go the way I want them to go, because we're mostly going to look in that way. And then let's take like a big container, I guess. Move it over to here. And a small container there. There. Let me back again. Make it like that. We're kind of just going to use it to create a very simple, almost like road structure real quick. And you really don't often need more than about 4 to totally give you everything you would need on the ground level. That would be good from a TV perspective, probably to give you everything you needed. We'll put another one here. And now we have paths leading out. And make it dark behind her, put some lights back there, and it would look like, oh yeah, there's more. And it's a really powerful, quick way just to create an environment. And let's just bring a person in so we can check to make sure that we're getting the right sizing. Pretty sure we are. Yeah, maybe give ourselves a little bit more room. Go back. That out. There we go. We got narrow walkways. We can make it a bit less narrow, I suppose. Fine. There we go. Bit less narrow. And maybe we'll make 1 or 2 more. We only have 1 of the small ones, so let's do. We can throw them here like this to block our paths. So now we can set our camera angle kind of anywhere and we're blocked, which is great. So those just exist as walls, but that's kind of what can look in here and come in. And if we drive around, we feel like we're playing Doom. Yeah, perfect. Actually wanted to make these unique too, and I didn't. We can just fix that. All right, is it this one? There. There. Now it's unique. Now it's unique. Yeah. Okay. Now every one of them is unique. So we can make changes to them, which is what we want. Now, we get more fun when we add a second level to this, which I think we're going to do. And we can decide to either straight up duplicate them, which I think for this one we will do. Let's bring it up. Seems like that's a good amount. Where we at? 2.5? No. 2.6 is no, we were right. 2.5. 5.8. Cool. So that's gonna be our height. Just gonna remember this. Copy that number. I'll do the same thing here. There we go. Cool. And then 2 as high up as we want to go. Could even go 3 if we wanted to. Let's do this one again. There we go. So 3 stories is going to be as high as we're going, though, I think. Let's take this one. We don't have to worry if it lines up exact, because it's kind of half the fun when it doesn't. Just gives you a little bit more chaos. And there it is. Good deal. Similarly, like we can take this one, and I'm not going to rotate it, so it's going to overhang. Gives us a little bit of a interesting extra point there. Cool. And then again, there and there. Fun. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I think we just take this one and bring it across to where? Here. Like that. Cool. I like overhangs. And this one, actually, let's do this one. Do that. Like right there. Okay. Liking it so far. This one we're just going to duplicate up again. There. So everything's at least 2 levels. I think 2 levels probably good. Let's save. New 250106. Can market. Okay. Now we can start cutting holes in them and opening doors. Let's start with opening some doors. Let's go with this one first. Just edit it. And 3L, no. Sharp. X vertices. Cool. Come back in. We can look at it this way now. Control L. No. Control L. Come on. I didn't grab that one, did I? Fine. X vertices. Okay, so we got an open secant now. Let's get rid of those clamps too. Come on. All right, double. Fine. There's something floating there that I've missed. Yep, missed something. Cool. So we got ourselves an open, and a good Monday to you, Patrick. Good to see you, man. So we got ourselves an open secant there. And rather than do it again, I'm just going to delete this one and put it over here. Because I'm lazy. No. There we go. Let's bring it back in like that so we can sort of see that hole. Okay. And so I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'll just delete this one. I don't mind making it and then deleting it. It kind of helps me set where I want it to be, and then I can always just adjust it. So it's no big deal. Oh no. 2.558, something like that, right? Yeah. Hey, long run. Cool. Take it back in just a bit. There we go. Open doors. Woohoo! And let's give this one an edit. And come here. X vertices. Cool. Keep the other door. Okay. Good deal. So we're going to have a door one side there. We may or may not even see it, but we can look at it like this, and I think it'd be cool. Okay. Now, we're going to use some booleans and cut into stuff to make some more. Shift A, mesh, cube. And let's SZ. Actually, you know what? Let's undo it. So this one, tab 3, Shift S2. Now we're in the middle of it. Cube. There we go. SZ to right. Below that. Cool. And actually, we'll just leave it like this because I'm going to use it again. Control minus. Oh, interesting. It's actually watertight. Well, that's fine. I can just delete those faces. What do you know? Apply. Back to this boy, tab, and we're just gonna X faces. There we go. So we got a hole there. And actually, GY, let's bring it down to here and do it again. Sure. And we'll have to, again, delete those other ones. Apply all. Come here. Great. Okay, so that's opened up. We're just trying to work big to small here. So we're not filling it in yet. We're just like, what is our space going to look like? And this one, GY, GX. I am going to fill it in more, I think. There, Q, array it. A 3 here. Cool. Cut into it. Apply this one. Solo it. Tab. Faces. Good deal. Okay. We want to create lots of openings, essentially. So lots of spaces for people to move. It's the same over here. Oh yeah, that is fun. I like that stuff. It's always cool. Let's apply this one. Solo it. What? This to this, control minus. I did the wrong one. Oh, I did the wrong one. Dumbass. This to this. It's like, why didn't it work? There we go. Because we're on the bottom one. Apply. Tab. There we go. Got those cut in. And I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it uniform like this or change it up to a different view. I think uniform is fine. And it's still not going to be exactly the same because, well, I'm moving it manually like that. Okay. There we go. Solo it. Tab. Plus. Faces. Yeah, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again there, but it's exactly what we need to do. And this is our ground level. Some of them I think will leave empty on the ground level, like maybe this one will leave blank. It's the only one left on the ground level that doesn't have any kind of a hole. And our primary view is going to be on this side, so I'm not really too worried about like this back wall here or whatever. We might, the reason I did the far ones is we might kind of come around here and do a shot. And not exactly sure where we look this way. So we have some doors now. But, you know. Okay. But I do now want to take this GZ 2.558 RZ90. Actually, no, I'm going to RZ90. Just going to kind of come here. Cool. That seems like a good spot. This one minus. Interesting. Exact. Weird. Okay. Let's undo that. Go away. Let's come back and look. Okay. This to this minus. Okay. Exact. Hole tolerant. Give me anything. That's always exciting. There we go. Got that. It needed some more love this time. And apply that. Oh, did I have a duplicate of that one still? That could be why. Always. Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. Get rid of those faces. Cool. Come back around. And I'm going to cut straight across to this one too. That one cut straight. No worries there. Cool. Oh, that one goes all the way through, which is fun. Let's do that. Kind of a bit of a happy accident, but I like it. Okay. Then I think we want to do... Come here. Grab that. Yeah. Gee, I don't want to go all the way through on this one, so I'm just going to get rid of the array. Can always bring it back later. Minus. Okay, cool. And there are more efficient ways maybe to process through this, but because I'm kind of doing this as concept art, I'm thinking as I'm doing it, so I'm not always doing the most efficient way. I'm doing just the way that I see from one thing that leads to the next thing, and I'm not too worried about that. So jumping around a little bit's okay. I like all these being kind of consistent size so far. And I mean, theoretically, probably a little bit more realistic, they just would have cut straight through the panel, but whatever. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Looking good. I think we need a few windows. Let's come over here. And let's array again. Just to there. Cool. Minus. Good deal. Apply. And I'm just going to go straight up. And do it again on this one. Apply. Cool. So this one, did I apply? I applied it. Thought. Apply. There we go. Plus. Faces. This one. Faces. Cool. It's feeling pretty good. Maybe we do more later, but I think we'll start with just that number for right now, because we're going to have to populate inside these things a little bit too, which can be a pain. So let's just turn our cutter off. Save again. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to bring in platformer. I think it's just going to be a handy thing to have for our next step. So let's open up a new Blender. And then the next question we have to ask ourselves is wood or metal platforms or a mix of both? Just a different vibe in our look. I think maybe we'll go for metal and we'll leave wood for like crazier stuff. Although it could be good either way. I could certainly make an argument for both. Time on Blender. There we go. Open. Platform generator. Let's see what we think. Do we want to go with this crazy wacky one? Kind of all out there. I do like it. versus this one, which is much more organized. No, we're going with the crazy wacky one. We got to go crazy wacky. Just makes it feel more organic and interesting. This is clearly film logic for all of this stuff, so it doesn't necessarily match the real world, and that's okay. You don't have to stress about it. Great. So one of the things I wanted to do was create a bridge across this one. So let's tab, then come over here. Don't really have a single edge that we can use, but let's just take that. Which one do we go across? Yeah, it's that one. Shift D, P section tab, GX, SX. Okay, oh cool, it's lined up roughly. Not exactly, but close enough. Object set origin to geometry. Screw this. Okay, and line it up like that. Cool. And I think we're trying to build it all on one object, so let's do it this way. Let's grab those two and then link, copy materials, link materials, and then link copy modifiers. Oh, it does not. Why are we getting two? Interesting. 3. I'm going to set its material to bridge. Let's see if that fixes it. It does. Oh, I got to change the scale. Rotation and scale. So it's not a bridge on this one. That's right. It's a balcony. There we go. That's cool. That's what we wanted. And we can just take it up just a bit. And I didn't move all those things first. Damn it. Okay. Come on. This to this. Move to collection. Sure. Or even just, yeah, it's fine. We'll put it in collection. We can just turn it off. Cool. And there's our first bridge. Maybe a little wide. Cool. And because of that, now we can go higher. Take it up above that. Cool. That works. Oh, and these need to be in collection too. Collection. Great. Save. And the reason I wanted to use this beyond anything else is so we can do some other fun stuff too, like put a stairway in somewhere. Where do we feel like we have the room for it, that we want it? I think we're going to put it here. Tab. Shift D, GY, SX, G. We'll put the stairway right here to there. Good deal. And then tab, GZ down. And then 3 going to be default sign. Stairway. It probably doesn't need to go up that high though, does it? There we go. Cool. Works for me. Good enough for this anyway. Okay. And it doesn't need to go that far down either. I'll turn it back on so I can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now that I've put that there, now I want to open this door. See, this is what I mean about things happening. You're never exactly sure. Do I have a door open on the other side? I do, so we'll go with this door this time. B. Control L. X. Vertices. Yeah, I thought we still had one left there. Cool. There we go. So now we got a door, so you can go following our, if this was a video game level, we can see we can come up here, in here, across here. And that's a good starting path for something. And then over to here. So that's working. Let's see if we can do a few more fun type path things. We don't have to show every cross. It's not a video game level, so we don't have to worry about making it actually traversable. In this case, we're doing a film set. So often it's trickery. And that's cool. Okay, that's too high. There. Cool. Almost it's like a ramp instead of a stairwell here. Just a little sharp for a ramp. Let's see if we can adjust that. There's a stairs and ladders. So where do they keep it? There's like a angle for stairs. Stair angle. There we go. Yeah, it was right at the edge. Cool. It's a stair again. That gives us a cool looking cross thing too, which is fun. And then let's do another one. I only got this one flat one, so I guess we'll use it. Shift D over to here. SX. Where's it at? GZ. Cool. And tab 2 7 GX over to here. No, sorry. E GX over to here, and then GZ. Yes, like that. And then E GY. And then L, grab that whole thing, move it off. Yes, like that. There we go. And 2 GZ down. Something like this, but then we change this to default assign. We take our whole thing and we move this to ground. New collection, ground. We take this, and now our Support base ground. Cool. I get a bit of support going on, which I kind of like in general. That's cool. I like those hanging cables too. Nice. Well, just rickety ass stairway going up there. Fun. I love this stuff. Okay. Now, we could give this a railing. What would it look like if we did? E. Do we want to have a railing? One railing's not bad. I don't think we want two, but it does make it feel a little bit more intentional in a sense. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll go with that for right now. Okay. I'm just thinking where else we want to put in some of these platforms. I think we're going to do, ooh, yes, this one, L, Shift D, RZ 90, no, RZ minus 90, SY, SY, okay, EZ1, now just 3, L, SY, oh, come on, there we go. A little bit of, again, balcony action going on there, hanging over the side. Not sure about the barrel, but I'm not sure I hate it yet either, so we'll try it. I'm going to try one more thing, which is 2EX.1, and then 3, and select this, and make this a default. That gives us these mad pillars. Do we want it? Very, very over top. I don't think we do. I'm just going back with balcony again. Actually, just get rid of it. Okay, we can maybe put our own things to hold it up there, but that was too thick for that spot there. But I like that balcony there. We do another balcony exactly the opposite. Okay, sure. Might change those supports to be a little thinner going forward, but I'm all right so far. Again, trying to work big to small. So I'm trying to just keep thinking about it in this way before I dive into micro details. Cool. Something to kind of block upwards as well. I like that. Okay, save that. I think we'll do the same thing with that. Yep. Over to here. Cool. And then we'll get rid of this face here. I think it's a little too high too. So for this one, maybe we'll turn back on so we can see what it's doing. Just L. No, it seems like it's all right. Go off the edge like that. Cool. That works for me. Now, one more bridge, maybe? Maybe we make this one an actual bridge that's kind of hangs too. I don't know, we'll even see it terribly much, but let's do it. Shift D. Didn't get the side one on this one. GX, GZ, SX. Let's move it so it's not lined up. We don't want anything lined up if we can avoid it. And that to bridge assign. And my bridge needs to be rotated, I guess. This is a bridge flip direction. There we go. Handles the bridges a little differently, so that's fine. They're not procedural, so it doesn't make any difference. But you just have to line them up the right way then. Okay. Cool. So just we want to look at it from this way. We got that kind of hangy bridge there going on. That is fun. Maybe we do one more of those because it is fun. Yeah, that's cool. I like it like that. Get the two walkways right next to each other. Very cool. Digging it. Oh, I'm digging it. Okay. I think it's time to start moving to our next level of detail. And I think one of the things we're going to use is some big, medium, small stuff, specifically from the Tokyo Back Alleys kit. Street assets 2K. We're going to use some fabric drapes because I just like the way they look and they help hide stuff from us, so I don't have to show as much. Oh, I'm in edit mode. Object mode. Edit mode. I want it to feel like there's a lot of stuff, but I don't really want to put a lot of stuff in here if I can avoid it, right? Just slows us down. So let's just scale that there. Not quite that far or further in. Let's come right into it. So I'll try and get it so it lines up pretty good with underneath. Cool. Let's just see. That's definitely working. Cool. And let's come back around. We're definitely going to add some of the cyberpunk stuff too, I think, but these are just too fun to use right now. Throw this on the side here. I don't know if they're supposed to stick out or not, but we'll have them stick out. I feel like maybe they are. Do they mount that way or do they mount the other way? I don't know. Well, we're going to mount them that way. And then here, let's go with a different cloth. Just grab these two so I can line it up right. Ah, no. Cool. Good deal. I like it. Okay. I'm just, wish they didn't all say text there. That's fine. It's fine. I can always adjust that too. And in fact, I think we will. Let's go to Cyberpunk. And street assets. Signs. Signs work. I like signs. These signs aren't necessarily supposed to make sense. Honestly, I'd probably want them mostly blurry, but just gonna go there. Cool. Mount it on that. Kind of line it up mostly in the center, but doesn't really matter. Take a look. Cool, I like it. And glowing is always nice in this kind of vibe too. Boxes! You betcha, man. Yeah, you betcha. And we'll throw a drink sign right down below it. Cool. And just looking for more bullshit signs. I have some of my own somewhere I could use, but you know, doesn't mean I want to. Hey, Michael. Good to see you, man. Good deal. Let's just grab those two just by themselves. Cool. This sucker, slide like right up to that corner, essentially. Great. We don't know what it does, but it's a sign. Gives us light. Light is awesome. And I'm thinking we're going to set this in probably the Resnarian Empire, Russia area. So a little bit of English. I'd love to have some Russian. I don't have any signs right now, so we may or may not change, but it's that's the vibe we're going for here. So it's not America anyway. Jump back to Tokyo Back Alley, see if we can find some more stuff to throw across there. I know we can. Wire assembly. Let's bring that in there. Oh, it's huge. Great. Love this for us. Love that for us. Cool. You almost can't make these things too crowded. It's just kind of part of the process. The space is going to be, the more stuff we jam into here, the better it's going to feel. Let's bring this up to here. Let's point down. RX90. Good. Let's scale it up a bit. Cool. And bring it forward to like there. I just want everything to feel kind of exposed and slapped together to some level. Here's some more Japanese signs. They're also fun. Still not my vibe though. We could use them and then change the signage on them later. That might be all right. Maybe I'll do that. Let's bring this guy over here. Classic black market area. This is kind of a broken sign. I like it. I don't know why there's a triangle there. There just is. Okay. It's almost impossible to see until we light it. So we're just going to keep looking at it in gray mode. Just cause. Throw a bucket down here. And a garbage can here. And different garbage can here. Cool. Yep. And that's cool. And what else can we find? An old barrel there. Yeah. That looks good. And back to Cyberpunk again. Let's see what else we want to do. I want to put a few things that hint that it's a little bit higher tech than maybe just this low tech crappy stuff we've got thus far. And we can put it on the roof. There's always that option. Come on. Grab it. Oh, we got lights on that thing. That's cool looking. Sure, that's fun. Take a look at it. Yeah, that's fun. We like that. I feel like we're getting good stuff out of this. We're doing all right. I want to fill a couple of these buildings with stuff. Let's maybe do this one first. And let's see what I've got that I can use. Okay, here's something that I scanned from a hardware store here in Vancouver. I used it before in another one a while back, but that doesn't mean we can't reuse it. It's just a row of crap. Yeah, there we go. We could take it in to there. Over to there too. Instant store. Just add crap. What else have we got? I really should have labeled all of my old scans, but I didn't. And it always bites me in the ass now. I'm like, ah, oh, yeah, I made this, but what was it? And how can I find it? Well, that was a fun thing. Let's use it. Maybe even here. Yeah, just my phone. Polycam. Simple Polycam. There's nothing really complicated to it. I just wandered into a hardware store and was like, ooh, that's neat looking, and scanned it. Let's throw that like right there in the middle, but maybe rotate it. Yeah. So we're not cutting through. Okay, that's cool. Yes. Yes, 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 that is cool. Can't even see it in the dark, but we will. We're gonna add lights. Okay. Man, I had this really cool one that I did in a grocery store, and I can't find it anywhere. It's just annoying me. This is the way, you know. Let's go to Ian's stuff. Actually, it's time for some tarp covered stuff. Let's throw that in there. Just want to make it feel very crowded and lived in, basically. That fits almost exactly. Cool. And now we'll go to Ian's stuff. He has those guys that sit on the ground and they're just fun. And where did he go? There he is. Okay. I think he's going to fit pretty close into this thing too. Yes, he does. He fits real well right in there. Although, if we like the barrel, maybe we'll rotate him around. Keep him on this side. That way we just keep the barrel, because why not? If we had more rules from a client, we would have to follow that, but we don't. So I'm my own client. I can make it easy. Cool. There he is. Yeah. Guy up there doing something. We may or may not see him. We may or may not care, but he's not the focus. It's this whole space. So that's fine. Again, my continual thing to attempt, don't make something that's just somebody else's stuff if that's the focus. The focus should be in your own stuff. Nothing wrong with using somebody else's stuff, but you don't just want to do that. Hard surface, what, Longbowman? Who's they? I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry. No, that's cool. He's good. And we'll just grab this thing again, I think. Are we backwards? Yeah, we're backwards. Is it too big? It's too big, but we could fix it. There we go. Just enough to give us something that blocks that. Cool. Polycam is just the phone asset or the phone app that I use to 3D scan. Cool. Kit Bash 3D. Let's find some shit in here. Oh, we can get some stuff in here. Yeah. are we looking for? Just looking around, seeing what I can find. Let's grab a table. Polycam's awesome. I really like it. So this is coming together, but I would say so far it's still like way too empty of stuff. So that's just what we're kind of looking at right now, is just bringing things into it. I think the bones of it are right. Okay, there we go. There's our table. Where do we want to put it? We're gonna put it here. Yep. A little higher up. Mhm. Some kind of like a meeting room or restaurant or something up there. Cool. And let's see what else we can find. Future Slums 2 has some stuff. Let's use that. Let's see what this is. How big is it? Just about the perfect size, I think. Cool. We can stick at the end of back one of this when we want to, because this is the edge of our set. So we don't have to worry about anything past there, which is freeing. So if we want to just jam things at the back end, we can. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Box cutter. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't used box cutter in a long time. I haven't, it hasn't, I don't know if it's just me, but I can never get it to work the way I want it to. It kind of just frustrates me. So I kind of stopped using it too much. It's one of those like, this should be great. And it never is. And it always annoys me. Um, because I feel like it should be great. And then I always feel like it's just me. I'm like, I've screwed something up with it, but nonetheless, just gonna throw some vending machines in here. Seems fun. And maybe we'll redo this one again. Sure. Throw it like there. Cool. Sort of blocking in these room spaces, and they still don't have as much as they should, but we're gonna just go with it. There should be more stuff. That's almost always the case. It's like whenever you think you've got enough stuff, you should have more stuff. Take this ladder. I'm gonna put it right here, because ladders just help make it feel connected, and then they give you a sense of movement. That's just cool. Let's bring it. I'm gonna rotate it that way slightly too. To there. Okay. Great. Huh. Then the video game arcade, but sure, let's throw an arcade thing in here. I like it. Cool. That's good. We're starting to feel like we're getting some stuff in here. We need to decide what our ground is. Is it going to be concrete? Is it going to be gravel? I think it's going to be concrete. So let's look at that. Because that's going to affect what we put on top of it. Ooh, this could be fun. I have to change the scale on it, but let's see. Updating images. Yeah. Come on. Wow, it is like Silent Hill outside today. It is incredibly foggy. Yeah, we're going to use this. This looks cool. Review editing. Ten times. Let's see if that was too much or good. Seems good. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Definitely using this one. Which does inform what we're going to throw on top of it. We don't need to worry that it looks that duplicated back there because it doesn't in here. We can actually cut this thing down now too. Inset. We're just going to use that. There we go. Go smaller. Oh yeah, I heard it was kind of colder over on the East Coast. We're not getting snow. We're just getting a mad fog this morning here in Vancouver, which is fine. Today's the first day where I'm no longer parking cars in the pouring rain at a Christmas event for rich people, so I'm kind of happy. If you ever want to lose all faith in humanity, park cars. Let's see, what else do we want to throw in here? I was still doing that, yes. I almost think these are too cool to use, but let's look and see. Like, they're just so neat looking that they draw attention, and I don't want that. I have been frustrated because ever since I saw it, I'm like, this is the coolest street light fucking ever. I love it. But we'll put it back there, so it's just kind of off in the distance. And I'll just cry a little bit that I didn't make it. Oh, my first job was Taco Bell. My second job was IBM tech support. I have been cynical. Parking cars was worse. I lost more faith in humanity. I lost faith I didn't think I had anymore. Yeah. You always think you're jaded. You're like, I've seen the worst humanity has to offer. Oh no, you haven't. No. Sadly, you have not. Cool tab. Not going to worry about what it does inside. I just want it to go all the way through. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it works there too. Hey. Whoo boy. Yeah. Um, it was something. We had a Tesla drive up from Washington on Friday. Blue Tesla, back of the bumper sticker, covered in pro-Trump, pro-cop, anti-LGBT, anti-woke, you name it, bumper stickers. It was like, dear God, I have to park you. I'm like, isn't there a ditch I can send you to, you asshole? I was not happy. Yeah, that's like, we like that there. And again, the funniest thing is he wanted accessibility parking. I just wanted to go, isn't that socialism? I'm not sure you can have that, man. As we, mark 4 years of January 6th today and, see how far America continues to fall. That's looking cool. We need to bring up our lights so we can kind of see some of this stuff soon. But we're getting there. Uh-huh. Let's go. We're looking for. Let's grab this, and even if we're not going to see very much of it, let's bring it over here. Ooh, that's huge. All right, RZ. Take it to like that. That'll work. Right? Yeah. And we want 0. Oh, we're not even close. Oh, I know. Sadly, I know. Yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna dump those in there. Bunch of garbage in the backside. Clearly, this place does not get regular trash service. Okay. And then let's do a smaller one back here. Exactly. I don't question when U-size packages show up for anybody at this point. That's just how it's going to be. Okay. Cool. And I'm not too worried about things intersecting or whatever. We're just kind of trying to lay this out so it looks right. If it looks right, it is right, even if it's not right. Isn't that right? Uh, didn't put anything in these buildings yet. Back there. Whew, what do we want to put there? Let's see what we can find. This is a little out of character, but we're going to use it anyway. This is our Grand Bazaar kit. We're just going to dump it through there, right? Line it up like that. I know it's intersecting again, but whatever. It's fine. I don't know that we're going to really look in this backside too much anyway. It was mostly just there in case we had a walkthrough. So it's going to be like our tertiary detail. This is our main area we want to focus on. And Okay, I want to grab all of our containers. New collection containers. And I know that's not all of them. This is not, this is going to new collection platforms. These containers and containers. Right? Did I get them all? Let us see. Containers. Got them all. Woohoo! Okay. Now, we're going to grab this bad boy. And we're going to give it a geoscatter. And a biome. We're going to go with our trash. Which junkyard one do we want to use? Not the ones with grass. That's what I was checking the before. Let's do junkyard. We can just do one or, well, let's do 3 and we can cut it down. We probably need to decrease our count slightly across the board on this, but, and by probably, I mean, I know we will. Done. Go away. Yes. Okay, so there's our, we want to do upward obstruction containers. I get rid of all that. Cool. But it's still like way, way, way too much garbage. Let's turn them all off and just a bit at a time. Okay. And I can't go long today because there might be someone come by our house to look about our pipes, so I'll have to go out get out at 9, but we'll be close by then. Let's cut that just to a few. Okay, that works for me. Buckets and cans. It's actually not too bad. Let's cut it down just a little bit. Great. Can cluster. Too many cans. Cool. COVID masks. Interesting. I never even noticed that. Nice. A few of those. Generic trash. Just want a little bit of stuff on the ground. Generic trash, tiny. That should be okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's looking cool. It just gives us like we're like inside of a mall or something. I think it's gonna be an outdoor scene though. Maybe I'll set some lighting up just so we can see what it's gonna look like before I have to bail. I mean, on the one hand, night just looks cool. On the other hand, we've done a lot of night for these kind of things, but night just looks cool. Sea view. Let's try sky is on fire. Add. It's kind of a fun sunset vibe to it, particularly if we maybe take the world and drop its strength, emission strength down to like 0.5. So it's darker. Not sure it gives us much yet, but there's an overall tone to the lighting. It's kind of not bad. Let's look like we're looking at it from here too. We need to set up our camera view for our intro shot. Let's do that. And let's go to 35. I feel like that's gonna like sell our scene pretty well for what we're trying to do. And you see, like a lot of the details I've added, you can't even see yet, but that's just kind of normal. I also think we're going to need some more complex lighting to really make this pop. So sadly, we probably won't finish it in stream today, but it's okay. It's just going to be me putting little pops of light everywhere. Let's add some fog because it is cyberpunk after all. Ground fog, Godway fog, fog it up. Okay, and shading, again, change over to Mie. Not volume info, Jesus. Volume scatter. That should definitely add to the lighting if too. I think that's a little too foggy, but we're getting there. Density of like 0.5. Yeah, that looks cool. Still might change the light though. We need a couple overhead lights. Let's just add in that and then we'll be good. Just to sort of show you what it's gonna do. We'll fill this one up. Tokyo Back Alleys has some cool lights, so let's use them. Come to me. RX180. Let's kind of line it up with this just because it's kind of fun to do that. Maybe actually, let's there. Cool. And let's bring it over to here. And Q array. That doesn't line up exact, does it? Let's see if we can adjust that array. There. That's pretty good. Cool. I can punch up their light a little bit. Emission strength 25. There we go. That's giving it some light. Oh, I like that. That's fun. That's the kind of thing we want to do across this whole thing. And we can even just duplicate it now. So we take this and Alt D. And bring it over. Let's bring it back to here. And then we'll increase the count. That one. Which doesn't to this one, right? Right. Yeah. And we look in here. So we got. Yeah. And even do it. Let's do one more time on this one and do the other way. Alt D, and this one, 7, this, and RZ90. Like there, and decrease the count to like that. Did I line it up right? Relatively enough, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. That is giving us what we want. We still need to like punch it up to give us some kind of interesting lighting. And sadly, I think that's going to have to happen off stream today. But I'm feeling really good about what we got done in an hour and a half. It's not bad. So we got this whole environment basically blocked out and built. And now you could use it, change the lighting and everything else a bazillion times to get to be exactly what you wanted. These C cans are just, again, a production designer's greatest secret weapon for making an environment fast. They get used in so many sci-fi and dystopian things just because you can do stuff like this with them really easily. And they're easy to source. And people recognize them as what they are. So they have a certain level of that as well. You'll see them in a lot of stuff. Anyway, all right, folks, I'm going to finish this one up off camera and post it later on today. But I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will be back again tomorrow. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. Okay, folks. Bye.